feels so different with this with headsets though. But then again, that could be applied to literally any fucking song. Yo, I'm bored as hell. Yeah, bored as hell playing Crash Out, man. Never that can, pick up my flow. Picking up flow when I'm under the cup. This is my flow, and I'm in up. Picking up, this is my rhyme, this is my time. I am the cannibal, this is an animal. Babies and baby, your trippers, and took up a second up in that set. Get me your backers, again. I'm a backers, took up a hop in the coop. I'm in the cat, I am Crash Bandicoot. Crash Banooca. Crash Banooca, making that cash. Kicking that ass. Talk about brother, you're feeling my laugh. Hitting my laugh. Even wanna leave and the even when I can't my beer off of the wrong path. Off of the roados, we're rolling and I'm flowing. I really can't, I'm a floating. Like a butterfly thing like a bee. Like a butterfly thing like a bee. Like a took it back in my mind. Yeah, forget the first name. My voice all that great anyways. Okay, alright. worth a shot. It was worth a shot. I'm gonna sit there. I was gonna work anyways, though. I'm good. I despise ketchup more than anything, remember? You guys want to so jump on the I'm running. Okay, I need to stop with that bullshit, nigga. What have we got? Just move on. Moving on up.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh, I forgot. Crash can't do this level. Shit. I mean, Coco can't do this level. Whoops. Or Bandicoot. Dang. Can't remember shit for shit right now, nigga. Damn. Oh, it's one of those stages. Wrong button. Fine. Okay, whatever. Just wanna wrap. I come through. It's the sound I might whip it through. I don't care you wanna whip it, I don't care you wanna kick it right through. What? Get my rhymes through. But if I know I can rhyme too. Oh. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Bruno? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, I have the whole entire collection. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like the first game, but it's just not necessarily my cup of tea. Oh, where? Also, don't get it twisted. I'm not going to be playing just one. I'm going to be playing an amalgamation of all of them. I'm going to be playing a little, basically, whichever Crash game I feel like playing at the moment. So, screw it. I'll start my introduction right now. What up? It's your boy, Dashawn Malik Wiley here, aka Dibro456, aka Dashawn the Abstract, or Wiley, whatever you want to call me. And welcome to my live stream. Because, fuck me, I guess. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing Banooca, or Crash Bandicoot, rather. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna warn you now. Okay, I gotta set a couple of things in case people are watching this archive. First off, this is my first time playing a Crash game ever. And I say this now because I'm awful. I've been playing before I did this, and I'm not exactly the best. So I might just play casually on stream. As for platinuming and all that other good shit, I'll just do that on my own time. So I'm just going to play the game regularly and not worry about all that other shit. If I could do it, I'll do it. Also, how does my voice sound in conjunction with the game volume is what I'm trying to say here. How does my voice sound in conjunction with that? Wow, I suck. Jesus. Force the dark side ill. Anyways, that's not the point. Okay, I really am fucking awful. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I'm impatient too. Yeah, the problem with me is that you probably pieced it together already. That I'm really impatient. I really am impatient. I'm the type of guy who'll rush shit. I have no problem rushing shit. It's just I have a fast mindset. I just like to go, go, go. And yeah, but still, yeah. That's the thing about me. I'm more of a go, go, go type of person. But at least with the first two games, it's very obvious that it's not meant to be just you go, go, go. You have to be patient. It's very clear. Oh, Crash, this is one of those This is one of those Russian sort of things. And ironically, because I'm not playing as Crash, I'm playing as his sister, Coco. God damn it. Wait, can I go for that again? Yes, I can. No, I'm going for it. I'm going for that gem. I can do it. I know full and damn well I can do it, dude.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. Then, also, I'll say this right now. While I can't really give my first impressions on Crash right now, I can, however, say that the music is pretty top-notch. The music's pretty good. Although I have listened to the PlayStation original, I'm gonna say right now that that's just better. If you can listen to any rendition of the soundtrack, I recommend that one. But some of the music, the remake music, did grow on me. Especially the one for this stage right here, or Hang 8. That's why I like the Hang 8 music. But the Turtle Woods music, I prefer the PlayStation 1 original immensely. And honestly, what would have been awesome if it would like provided like an option for you like to play the PlayStation original music rather than just forcing this on you. Not to bash the composition of this game, because the game here, this game right here, the composition for it is competent and well put together. It's just that I prefer the PlayStation composition so much better. I'm just a sucker for more of a compressed sort of sound, you know what I mean? Kind of like, I don't know what it is, but the PlayStation version just has so much warmth that this version just doesn't have. Like I said, it's not to take anything away from it. It really doesn't. Because I'm just a sucker for like more of a vintage sound to a soundtrack. And plus, not to mention, I guess I just prefer how it just sounds originally. And I don't know. I'm just a whore for like more of a older aesthetic in terms of like music and shit. So come on, Coco, come on. Come on, Coco, come on, honey. There we go. That's the ticket, Coco. But there's one part I don't like about Coco and her freaking why? Coco, why? Honey.
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for
Yeah, don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I unfortunately already know the story of Crash Bandicoot, because how I found about Crash Bandicoot was not through natural means. I found about him through the internet. You hear about him a lot. He has a legacy that pretty much won't die. Because his levels, you hear about Crash a lot on the internet because, what can I say? His games honestly deserve it. So it was like one of the things. It was like, I might as well just give it a try. So I didn't get this too long ago. I actually got this like maybe a couple of days back. It was on the PlayStation Store for like $20. Had the money, went down to buy a card, one of those PSN cards and stuff like that, and god damn it, god fucking damn it. And well, unless they go through that. Hey, the big squatch. Wow, I'm a dumbass. How's it going, dude? You're watching me suck balls at Crash Bandicoot. And if you don't know why I named this stream Cash Banooca rather than just Crash Bandicoot outright, I think it should be pretty obvious. because it's a reference to one of my favorite YouTubers named Kadikarus. He always called Crash Bandicoot Cash Banooca out of joke for one of his younger daughters. So that's why I always just call it Cash Banooca out of, tribute to him, because honestly, if it wasn't for Kadikarus, I probably would have never got this game. Because Crash Bandicoot, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a solid game, but if I would have never found, like, the right YouTuber to, like, lead me to that direction of wanting to give this game a shot, I honestly would have never been playing it. So, here y'all go. And plus, not to mention, I have a big backlog of games now. A big backlog. Most of them are on the PlayStation 4, but Jesus Christ, I have a backlog. Will I live stream them all? No, I'm not. But I will be doing, like, this is how you don't play. No. Let's Survive and Criticize on Dipshit Phil's little Let's Plays on them. Because, I mean, I got more games to play, so it's like, why not? And I might as well do it. This is Let's Survive and Criticize of them. So, it's like, why not? It's like, guys, damn. And I found a weird ass. You never heard of the reference Cash Banooca? Well, you're hearing about it now. Like I said, go look up a YouTuber named Kadikarus and his review of Crash Bandicoot, because he's actually a pretty good YouTuber. The best way I can describe Caddy, or Kadikarus rather, he's basically a British angry video game nerd. But that's not like take anything away from him. He's a pretty dope content creator. I love his content. I've been binging his content for like the past couple of days. I honestly suck at Crash Bandicoot. I really do. But hey, I'm having fun. And this isn't even a game I really want to play. The game I really want to play is Devil May Cry 3. Because I just got that in the mail. Yeah, I've been waiting for a couple of games to get here. And one of the games I just got was Kingdom Hearts 3. So once I finish that up, do expect a Let's Survive and Criticize Dark Side Phil on that when I beat the game. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were inspired by the AVGN. In fact, I actually used to, it's kind of funny, before I decided to take my channel where I did, I really wanted to do stuff like James, because I really was a big fan of the angry video game nerd, because I really think he's a really cool content creator. While his content does take a dip depending on what video we're talking about, he's overall pretty solid. One of my friends actually turned me on to him. You have a hard time with him? Oh, honey. I do them a lot. I actually don't have a hard time watching them. They're honestly pretty entertaining, if you're asking me. Yeah, you should check out Kadikarus. He is cool. I really like his content. And a lot of his jokes do revolve around like a British sense of humor. Like, you'll hear a lot of references to Fireman Sam. And I remember all of his Harry Potter references, even though I like Harry Potter, but I'm not like the biggest fanatic of it. Like, I read like they're not really that annoying. Like, look, here's the thing. I have a when it comes to stuff that aggravates me, gets on my nerves, considering the fact that I have to live with little ones, I have like younger siblings and stuff like that, I have a pretty high tolerance for bullshit that got my fucking nerves on the internet. Phil just doesn't cross that level for me. But here's the thing. I take no issue with Phil being shit at video games. I really don't. Like, for fuck's sake, I'm fucking awful at Crash Bandicoot. Like, okay, that was just me being a dumbass. Like, I'm horrible at Crash Bandicoot, but at least I'll admit it. At least I admit that I'm horrible at Crash Bandicoot. Phil, on the other hand, this man was talking about some, I'm the greatest gamer in the country. Kiss my ass. Yeah. But yeah, back to what I was saying before. I watched, I ordered Kingdom Hearts 3 in the mail, so do expect me to... Actually, I can't even get to that yet because I haven't even finished up his first game yet. I haven't finished him, I haven't watched him play the... I have to finish up him watching the first game first. Because, well, I have... Yeah, that's not the reason why I had like a burning hatred for Phil for when I first discovered him. I hated Phil mainly because he was really annoying. He was a shitty human being, and he some shit that I really didn't find all that fucking tasteful. Like, there are some times where him sucking at games can be kind of funny, but there are some times where it's just fucking embarrassing. I will never forget his Persona 3 Let's Play. I haven't watched the whole thing, and speaking of Persona, I actually just got around to playing Persona 5 like a couple of weeks back. I fucking love it. I love Persona 5. And as much as I would love to live stream it, I can't because Atlas playing games. Atlas playing games with a nigga. They don't want to see a nigga succeed. And if you haven't played Persona 5, anyone who's watching the stream who haven't played Persona 5 and has a PlayStation 4 lying around, how you do, Race? Oh, I keep forgetting that was a Patreon Let's Play. You know what's funny? I forgot to mention that on my big old rant. Yeah, Persona 3, I hear that's a good game, but I hear it has a fuck ton of problems. That's all I really hear. Like, there's problems with Persona 3. One of my favorite YouTubers, his name is Dark Kefka. He pointed them out beautifully in his top 10 problems with Persona 3. I mean, I could go out and hunt down a PlayStation 2 just to play it, but I think I'll just wait for it to be re-released onto the PlayStation 4. It'll happen eventually. The good outweigh the bad. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, Persona 5, I fucking love Persona 5. It's kind of funny. It's a game I hear a lot about, but I never really got around to playing it because there was a time in my life where I couldn't really play M-rated games. Because you gotta remember, I was pretty young when I had my PlayStation 4, so it's like, yeah, you know how it is. So, I don't got a PlayStation 3, honey. I got a PlayStation 4, and that's pretty much it. I know that's how Phil played Persona 3, but I don't have a PlayStation 3. I only got the 4, so I went with Persona 5. I played Persona 5 for one specific reason, and that's because Joker got into Smash Brothers. That's the only reason I played Persona 5. Under any other circumstances, I probably would have never played it. Any other circumstance, I would have never played it. I'm just keeping it real with you. Because turn-based RPGs are honestly a tough sell for me. Like, I'll enjoy them, like Earthbound, Mother 3, and Shining Force. Those are pretty solid. But turn-based RPGs are a tough sell for me. But Persona 5? Woo! Persona 5! I love it! I love the world, I love the fighting mechanics, I love the ideas of the Persona, I love the characters, I love the waifu wars, I love everything about Persona 5. In fact, just a while ago, I just got, and I fucking love the music. The music for Persona 5 just gives me an orgasm. I can orgasm over it. Like, oh shit, I'm too busy to talk about Persona 5 and shit, damn. Like, Last Surprise, oh my god, Last Surprise is that jam. I love Last Surprise. I've been listening to that while I'm just cooking food. That's how good of a song Last Surprise is to me. I love Last Surprise. Also, the days when my mother was there, woman, and or The Woman, I think it was the proper title of the song. I love Persona 5 soundtrack. I really do. But Last Surprise has to be probably one of my favorite RPG fighting songs of all time. Although it's a pretty yeah, and also from what I heard, thanks to the YouTuber Butterbuns, yeah, I'm throwing out YouTuber names left, right, up, down, all around, wamba, pom, chicken combo. Yeah, I'm just throwing around YouTuber names at this point. But, fuck it, this is a bullshit stream anyways. I heard, yeah, that's one thing I hear about Persona 5, that the game has a fuck ton of content. Yeah, actually, you're not wrong about that, because you don't see turn-based RPGs that much anymore. Like, except for Persona, I don't really... You never... Oh, yeah, his Metal Gear Solid shit. Keep in mind, I never was a big Metal Gear Solid fan until I basically bought the collection on my Xbox a while back. I didn't buy it because like Snake was in Smash or whatever. I kind of just bought it because it's like, fuck it. It gives me another game to play. It's here. It's for a pretty damn good price, so fuck it. So I bought this collection. It took me a while to get into it at first because I didn't really like it at first because it wasn't my cup of tea. But then once I learned how the game works, I fucking love it. I really loved Metal Gear Solid 2. That was probably one of my personal favorites. It's a tough competition between 3 and 4. Are you? Wow, I got thrown off. The game. Oh yeah, Fallout. Oh shit. It's kind of funny. I got Fallout 4, but from what I heard, Fallout 4 was it was a good game, but it was a horrible Fallout game. You gotta keep in mind, I never played any Fallout games before then. I really want to play the first and second game so goddamn badly. I really want to play New Vegas, though, too. Because I heard those are excellent games. Of course. I haven't even... Look, don't feel too bad neither, because I haven't watched this Persona 3 Let's Play anyways. There's a couple of Let's... Yeah, I would love to play Metal Gear Solid 1, but unfortunately, my controller's been busted for the longest time, so I can't exactly do that. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, and if I play any of the Metal Gear Solid games, if I play any of them, it's gonna be the fucking first game. No, not the game. If I'm gonna play the first game, I'm gonna play the fucking remake, Twin Snakes. I'm gonna play that most def. Yeah, the top-down gameplay, it's something. It's something. But in all seriousness, I honestly like the top-down gameplay. It took a while for me to get used to, though, but once you get used to it, you will love Metal Gear Solid. I did, too. But in all honesty, as for Crash Bandicoot, I know Phil played it. But I don't really want to criticize that game because... Why would I criticize it? Because I suck at the game pretty hard. The whole point of Let's Survive and criticize Phil is to, criticize Phil. How can I criticize Phil if I'm not exactly great at the game myself? So, I mean, I might do a Let's Survive criticize to his Crash Bandicoot game. But other than that, I might just give it a pass. I don't know. I might give it a pass. And there's actually one game one series I got into over the last summer. And I'm just in love with it. And that's what led me to say, fuck it, I'm gonna play Persona 5. Anyone here ever heard of... Yeah. Now, Kingdom Hearts, that was a different story. I played all the goddamn games on the hardest difficulty imaginable, and I'm currently doing a level. Wait, what? You crapping me right now, buddy? Are you pushing out your rectal cavity right now? You gotta be kidding me. That gotta be a joke. Phil, being Stormy Ascent. Cause why I may not know about Crash Bandicoot. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Cause I may not know shit about Crash Bandicoot, but what I do know is that Stormy Ascent is a level so hard that it was never meant to be in a game to begin with. God damn it. Yeah, Phil gets pretty lucky. So I'm not gonna really criticize. Yeah, that's the Let's Survive and criticize Phil. If I were to just God damn it. See what I mean? I'm shit at this game. If by doing a Let's Survive and criticize of a game I'm not exactly that great at, or a game I'm pretty inept with, then that would kind of defeat the purpose of the criticize part of the fucking series. Because if y'all wanted to do that, y'all can just watch Almighty Tevin. I actually want to give Phil constructive criticism and like criticize his gameplay, and not only that, criticize his content. So I could criticize his perverted jokes and all that good shit, but in all honesty, DSP is just a fucking fraud. He really is the goddamn fraud. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna say this right now. I had to take a break because some of Darkseid's Phil's detractors, like, not like the big ones like Almighty Tevin. I'm talking like some of Almighty Tevin's fans who've been on my videos. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them been coming through some crazy crap. Like, I'm not here to just talk about Darkseid Phil 24/7, guys. Like, I'm a human being too. I may not be a big fan of Darkseid Phil, but I like talking about other stuff too. Like, let's move off Darkseid Phil right quick, because I'm being into the ground. Let's see. I think I'll just tell y'all a little about myself. Yeah, thank you. Some of his people, they taking it too goddamn far. They're on some. I don't like Darkseid Phil, but he's far from the worst YouTuber out here, dog. That honor goes to Almighty Tevin. Not Almighty Tevin. Low tier God. Don't come for me, Tevin. Don't call me Tevin. I don't hate you, buddy. I don't hate you. I got nothing against you, buddy. I really don't. I'll talk about low tier God. I'm sorry, black men on YouTube. I kind of get them crossed. My bad. But in all seriousness, I hate low tier God. But I'm gonna tell you a little about myself, though. I grew up playing Sonic the Hedgehog a lot. Y'all probably picked up on that in some of my earlier videos, but I'm a big Sonic the Hedgehog fanatic, in case y'all haven't figured that out. Yes, yeah, he is. And his content is absolutely, positively just seeping to the mother. It's just packed to the fucking brim with just shit. He is a douchebag. I fucking hate him. But honestly, don't get me fucking started on him. Okay, I'll admit, Street Fighter 5 was fucking whack. Street Fighter 5 was whack. Street Fighter 5 was a fucking disappointment. And as a person who loved the Street Fighter series, that game was a disappointment. That was not it, Chief. This ain't it. But aside from that, there's like a couple things I like about Low Tier God though. He does bring upon some really good points. unlike Phil, he actually does have a brain, and the problem is not the fact that he's a complete moron, it's just the fact that he's such a big egotist and such an egotistical douchebag sometimes. To the point to where he's basically the fighting game Kanye West, except without really anything else going for him. At least Kanye West, at least he can make good music. Well, at least he used to be able to make good music. How ironic is he has a label and name good music. But other than that, Low Tier God, he is just... Oh, weird shit. I forgot to read the rest of that shit. Yeah, he does say not weird. He don't say weird crap. He does weird shit. Remember that one stream to where he had a jug of piss on stream? Remember that one? Funny. Y'all got more tolerance than I do, cause I can't laugh a day at his videos. So much so that I don't watch his videos like that. I don't watch him at all. And notice how I try to keep his name out of my mouth. No, I don't think he drank that. I don't think he's that fucking disgusting. Wait, did he drink that? Cause someone confirm that. Someone confirm that right now, please. While I'm playing this. Yeah, those. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I know there's some people that find him raging kind of funny, but me personally, that gets old. Oh, whew, I was a little worried for a minute there. But yeah, I'm the type of person to where good, because I was getting ready to lose all faith in humanity if that man actually drank that goddamn piss cup. Or piss bottles. Like, that's disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. That's bullshit. Like, no one wants to see any of that nasty ass shit, man. I'm just keeping it real with you. And I'm still surprised he managed to have a girlfriend at all. Don't try trolling me, man. Don't. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of Low Tier God. I really don't watch his videos anymore. I watch them mainly for a cheap laugh, but other than that, his content is really not that shit. And in fact, I just don't watch it because I don't want to support him. I really don't want to support him. And that's honestly what you should do with content creators that you genuinely don't like. Because here's the thing. I think it's kind of funny. It came from Low Tier God's mouth. That's what I said. That's what I like about Low Tier God. One thing I like about him. That he can... Pause though. Okay, but in all seriousness... Yeah. Okay, but in all seriousness... That's one thing that you can at least give Low Tier Guy his dues. Give him his dues. Sure, you may not like the guy's personality because he is a walking garbage can, but at the very least, he can say some profound shit if he really wants to. That is if he really wants to. Unfortunately, he can be really goddamn deplorable and say some shit and do some shit that pisses me off. And there's one thing he said to me, not to me directly, but to people in general, and I thought it was really clever, and I thought it made a ton of fucking sense. Is that if you really don't like me, then why do you keep watching my goddamn content? Which, that is a pretty solid point. If you really don't like someone's content, then why do you keep watching them? If you don't like someone's content, then don't support them. That's what I did to Sniper Wolf, because don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but for some unspeakable reason, I used to be a fan. I used to love Sniper Wolf. I really did. I really genuinely watched her content. Now I really don't anymore because her content is kind of bullshit nowadays, but yeah, he can be entertaining if he wants to be. He can also spout some wisdom if he wants to. Because honestly, that was the one thing that stuck with me from Low Tier God. That's the one. Oh, and another. Oh, and if there's one thing you can at least give Low Tier God, the man has a pretty good taste for music. But honestly, Low Tier God's just not entertaining to watch to me. I mean, sure, Darkside Phil is complete shit, but I gotta give him his dues. I gotta give Phil his dues because at least he's interesting, at least for me, to talk about. I think there's a YouTuber that said that beautifully described Phil as a train wreck that you cannot look away from. And that's perfectly beautiful for Phil, because he's basically just a walking train wreck. Him as a person, and his channel as a whole too, is just a train wreck that you just can't look away from. It's borderline impossible to just look away from the train wreck that is his goddamn channel. Low Tier God is pretty much a train wreck that I have no interest of looking at, pretty much. But his music, and also, I also used to be a big fan of, not big fan of, but I also used to watch scares. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, I liked watching scares. I really did. Maybe it was the memes, I don't know. But, he really is boring. Scares is really boring, I'm not even gonna lie. He has no personality, he just reports news and shit. Those type of channels are really a hard sell for me. No. Watching Phil is like watching a fucking train wreck. I still like that analogy better. Cause I've never been able to get into wrestling. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not my foray. It's just not my foray. Like, I got nothing against people who can like get into stuff like that. It's just not my foray. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the train wreck analogy. It just works better for me. Anyways. Oh yeah. But honestly, I prefer to compare Phil's life to that of like a shitty anime. Like, it's more like a shitty harem anime. That's what Phil's content is kind of like to me. Oh well. But ah well. And I guess another thing that made Phil more entertaining over Low Tier God is the fact that at least Phil has diversity over the stuff that he plays. Phil has a lot more diversity. So, it's like, one minute I could be watching him play Devil May Cry. Next minute, I could be watching him play a fighting game. Next minute, Crash Bandicoot. Next minute, Persona 5. Bam! Final Fantasy VII Remake. With Phil, you get diversity and watching him suck in multiple ways. So, it's like, each playthrough... Yeah, Phil he has diversity. So, I guess... That's what I love about just watching a Let's Play. It's always like a unique experience watching and this is how you don't play. You will never know what you're truly in for. It's kind of like a surprise, except not exactly the greatest surprises. It's like... Yeah. You got a good point, Bruno. He does. I actually seen him play Cuphead a little bit, but those are way too far and few between. So honestly, that's just not enough to just keep me engaged at all. Phil, he engages me. If you're gonna... Yeah, there you go, a variety streamer. It's always good to have variety. If you're gonna suck, at the very least, try to keep me entertained if you're gonna suck. Low tier god, he just plays fighting games, and if I really want to do that, then I'll just watch some of Phil's god-awful fucking playing of Street Fighter 3. But, hold on, sorry. He should branch out more? How about not? I think he should just stay where he is at this point. Mainly for the sake of my sanity. Even if he branched out, yeah, I don't think it would have helped. Because most of the, at least with Phil, the humor you get off of Phil is not only how bad he is at the games, but you get, it's also his commentary. Hold on, I'm just gonna start up Crash 3. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at my phone real quick. Okay, but I'm here. I'm still here, guys. Yeah, he has his audience. Not only that, he also has, he can just go, he can just, it's his commentary. Phil has some pretty dumb commentary sometimes. And while there are moments that still pisses me off and get on my nerves, there's still those moments that make me laugh. Like, there's still some horrible things that Phil have done on stream that just makes me laugh. I will never forget the first time I ever found out about Darkside Phil. The first time I found out about Darkside Phil was thanks to a YouTuber named ReviewTechUSA. Y'all probably familiar with him. Yes, I like his content. Fight me. Anyways, I remember watching one of his videos, just, you know, cruising on YouTube one day, and I accidentally found one of his videos where he was talking about Darkside Phil and Darkside Phil's incident on stream. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it was where he decided to jerk off on stream. A fan of everything. Nah. Oh no, please don't get me started. I really didn't care too much for all that bullshit. Yeah, I really didn't care for all that shit. Fake fans over it. Can you give me a couple of examples of this? Because here's the thing, most of the time, Phil doesn't act like he's a fan of anything. But then again, that's from the games I've played. He never acted like he was a fan of Kingdom Hearts, because to him, Kingdom Hearts is just stupid. And honestly, I'm pretty pissed off that Phil never bothered to get into it. Because in case y'all don't know, I'm actually a really big fan of Kingdom Hearts. I really am. Yeah, KH1 remains to be one of my personal favorite games I've ever played in my life. And watching Phil, I mean, Phil's Let's Play of that, I mean, it's kind of funny. The negativity around Phil is what makes him popular. It's just the fact that he does stupid shit is what makes him popular. It's the fact that he's such an awful YouTuber is how he gets his name about. Like, for example, honestly, I watched ahead, this is how you don't play of KH1, really isn't all that bad. Philly didn't perform too bad, it could have been worse, but unfortunately, the only thing that made that Let's Play really infamous was the mere fact of that incident that happened to where Panda Lee did something stupid. That was the only reason that Let's Play gained any sort of traction. Oh yeah, Pokemon. You gotta keep in mind, I'm gonna keep it real with you, like, unlike Phil, I'm gonna admit when I'm not a fan of something. Like, for example, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm always been, oh, I'm a big fan of Sonic. No. I'm gonna be real with you. When I saw Joker in Smash Brothers, I just said to myself, where's Sora? Because I did not know shit about Persona. And I was, he was in Smash Brothers, so I said, you know what, screw it, I'll give Persona 5 a chance. And I'm also... Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing a game and not being a fan of it. Like, for example, I never was the biggest fan of Naruto playing Naruto Storm 3 and Naruto Storm 4. And I love Storm 3. Storm 4 was alright. It's a nice game, but it's fine mechanically. Even it's better than 3 in terms of like raw fighting games. But it takes place like deep in the war arc. In all honesty, the story kinda took a backseat during the war arc. And honestly, I really hated the war arc story. I get that the war arc was supposed to focus more on just like big old fighting scenes, not really much of story, but still, it's kind of sad that Storm 3 had some epic dope story, and yet 4 just paled in comparison, in my opinion. There were plenty of emotional moments in Storm 3 that I really enjoyed, like the reunion, or kind of sort of reunion with Naruto's mother. I thought that was a really sweet moment. I thought that that moment where she told him about the time that when Kuruma attacked the village, and I honestly thought that was a really sweet, really sad moment. Seeing Naruto's parents like on their deathbed, trying to sacrifice themselves to save their son. I thought that was sweet. Okay, yeah. And as for the anime, I've never really been able to get into it. Like, I watched it casually, but the first anime I ever watched was Squid Girl. You just keep that in mind. But I don't hate anime. I love anime. I really do like some good anime here. Like, I actually watched Kill la Kill, and I love Kill la Kill. I really like it. And not just for its fan service. Not just for its fan service. But I have watched enough Naruto and know a bit about it that, yeah. And also, and I found out a lot of crazy crap being in a bunch of fan bases and shit. Like, you ever heard of this game called Danganronpa? Anyone in my stream ever heard of this game called Danganronpa? These games, the series? If not, then oh well, I'll tell you about it anyways. Danganronpa is just a series I fell in love with over the last summer, watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Burly Z, play it. I love that game. I loved it. Well, I haven't played it for myself. I have watched a lot of Let's Plays, and I have, I have watched the anime. I did watch the anime. But honestly, Danganronpa is more of a visual novel ordeal. Of course. Yeah, I heard of it through Burly Z. It's one of those games that I'm glad I found out about, because I really enjoy watching people play it. And honestly, it's not that horrible watching Phil play the game. It really isn't, because, well, you keep it 100%, it's a visual novel. A visual novel is really hard to fuck up. Oh, Deep Trouble. Shit. I heard horror stories on this level. Yeah. Danganronpa is a really good game series. At least in my opinion. I've been a big fan of the game, despite the fact I never played it. I really think it's solid, and it really did raise up a question of, can you really be a big fan of something without actually playing the games for yourself? And honestly, I think I can, because Danganronpa is one of those games to where you can watch someone play it, and you can get about a similar effect off of playing it yourself. Similar. Although you won't get to experience all the gameplay, you will get to experience the really tight end, the really cool story. Yeah, And what I hate more is when Phil decides to ruin one of my favorite games of all time. Like, for example, Phil decided to go on and take a shit on one of my favorite games I have ever played in my life, Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3, I love that game. That is a PlayStation 2 classic for all I'm concerned. You and nobody, and I repeat, nobody can tell me fucking different. Dante's a badass. He's one of my favorite protagonists of all time. He is. I love that game. I love it so much. You know what? Hold on a second. Do y'all mind if I, like, switch games right quick? Y'all mind if I switch games right quick? Because I can't do it on the PlayStation 4 directly, so I kind of need to start up a new stream. I really want to just play Devil May Cry 3. Y'all don't mind if I just, like, leave out right quick and then I'll just start a new stream? Alright, okay, alright, give it a minute, guys. I'll be back. I'm gonna have to start up a new stream because I really want to play Devil May Cry 3. I fucking love that game. And keep topics on your head. This also start Q&A. If y'all want to ask me some questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the next stream right quick. So, I'll be back momentarily. Peace, my beautiful wily nation.